more about over daily update TV. So then I'll show you made and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share for comment section. Now yes na any the presenter and tenancy and asema work and say and how can say in Sawama do a jury a clear evidence say another Dompreh a lususa sitting. Many women away electoral commission away say another Dompreh lusu. Totally. Sita Oma declared and recorded and Oma declared MPP. A law sitter in the polling station constituency level. No. Omokra admit to say Adenumpo Oma Lusu. Adenam qualify for recollection. Now recollection on me no the amount of Dompreh. And now all case. And cannot Dompreh will be a Dino Cresura Radi. Nanko Bekan Kra. Command and Sasu say on June 2. Our drop was stepping down. The NDC a year. Peace in our way and on take you over. Say obey sadia. Say me say obey dia. Anka onoa any adon prank cannot Dompreh a ubia or tisa was saying kosan way. Or so or jitu no say was stepping down. I was defeated was stepping down into NDC peace in Emfa because I know Dompreh aware because I did your own person obey that a ninguasiamano. MPP4 and now my press conference on better election commission review. Oh, the day or more baby or one more. I wish I the news to be baba. Now, adding as our commission is or more the best and or the election. And I say election where I accommodate the best MPP4 or more defeat no Monty. I say, what is another Dompreh the I say, Bisa or say, on step it down. And Fama NDC, you know, because you are aware say constituency level a decrab and we are aware obviously say why lose, but just say Mensa is in bed with MPP. You know, I know my recollected at the Adicamano, but I know say a year 9th parliament and there. Or embasso,
well, so the key issue I wanted to draw attention to in terms of troop movements, and Nancy, interestingly. Somehow I found myself in Fadama on Saturday. Okay. So yeah, I was standing on the main street that goes to Fadama. On the right, there's a road that takes you to the chief imam's place. Then there was this police officers. You know, they have these motorbikes nowadays. And you could count up to over 20 of them. Then they were driving towards. Right. So I was wondering where they were going. Later, I was told that they actually went to surround the NDC office in Fadama. The
constituency office.
Yeah, constituency office. Yes, in Fadama specifically. Because they assumed that because they had done their recollation and decided that Patrick Boama had won the seat, there will be a reaction from the guys.
Let me say, why?
It was so interesting here. It was so interesting on Saturday. In fact, I was surprised many Ghanaians didn't see it. And I was surprised at the media reports. I was taken completely aback by it. Completely aback by the reports. That all of them... And I started to think about the quality of journalism we do nowadays. And what do we think we're doing? Because... Even, you see, because everybody sees. What you are supposed to do is to see what others do not see and point attention to it. But I realized on Saturday, everybody's eye was on collation and recollation. No, that was not the thing.
So Senna, the police are going to surround the NDC office in Fadama.
In case they do something.
Why? If people want to do something, they were at the NDC office in Fadama. Is that where the people?
But I see all the 9 constituencies now.
Yes, they said they had police presence.
So what?
In all the constituencies.
So what will happen?
So that I do something and see.
So they want to say that the whole of Okaikwe Central, okay, Fadama is the representation of Okaikwe Central. Is that it? Or that is where they perceive to see as the stronghold of Baba. And so that is where the police must go. Oh, I see. So, what's the name of
Patrick
the one?
Boama.
Patrick Boama. Now, claims he's the MP of the area of Okaikwe Central, except Fadama. Is that it?
Because now that's...
Is that how it will be? So he will decide that Fadama, I am not MP over Fadama, but I am the MP for Kaikwe Central minus Fadama. Is that it? Doesn't make sense. Does it? What they are doing, these things that they are doing. See, somebody like Adwajiri. What is it?
In Sama Adwajiri.
I'm not Dompreh, for instance. Me onwanka Saturday. Make say I don't know. It is not right, and I won't accept the fact that I have been declared winner. Minko. Because I'm sure he didn't go back to his constituency. He stayed back in Accra. But he will watch on TV. He would watch on his phone, on social media.
On that issue, before you move on, this is the Ghana Police Service. Police debunk claims of electoral disturbances as in Swama Adwajiri following today's collation exercise. And they're saying that the Ghana Police Service has noted a viral video showing individuals allegedly registering their displeasure about the collation exercise in Accra by the Electoral Commission today, 21st December 2024, by blocking and setting fires on public roads and in Swama Adwajiri. We wish to state that the claim is false and has no correlation with today's collation exercise in Accra. The selling incident is a reported case under investigation, which occurred on 8th December 2024. We therefore urge the public to disregard the false claim. The police further urge the general public to remain calm. There's an adequate deployment of security personnel in and around in Swama Adwajiri to ensure the maintenance of law and order. So they are saying that this thing happened on the 8th.
On the 8th?
Yeah. What you're watching happened on the 8th. They are claiming that they are already, like SM said, that all 9 constituencies, police had been, because you see, our constituency was not one of them. That's how come I chance on the deployment within Okaikwe Central and the particular place they chose to make that deployment. That is how come I saw it. So if your constituency was not part of the areas that were under disputes, the disputed areas, perhaps you won't see the troop movements. They were in particular places. The police were deployed to particular places. They were saying, we were heavy in Swama Adwajiri. So we didn't see anything of sort. Okay. So it's like somebody actually was doing this knowing that there will be some reaction. And so they are deployed police to ensure
ahead.
To ensure that these reactions are dealt with.
So I don't know if Alaska has the video. You have it? Okay.
Yeah, but
when you have it,
but they are also suggesting that in fact
that was
that was 8th,
on the 8th
December.
Okay, so even that is telling enough.
Yeah.
To
what
him
happened on the 8th?
That Charlie, my people don't want me again. That is in Swama Adwajiri. If you check the numbers with which he won in 2020 and what he's fighting for over, how many votes is he fighting over? Something less than 20 or something votes. That's what he's fighting over. It should tell him that, I mean, my people, the constituents, do not want me again. It's enough. I mean, seeing that, even if that wasn't on Saturday and was on the 8th, as the police is saying in that press statement, then like he should sit down and reflect and say, it means that the love they had for me when I was coming in 2016 is gone. It means that I've not performed to their expectation. Let me just let it go. But walking around and saying that I give praise to God, this is the will of the people. When your people back home are angry and are calling on you to step down and let this slide, you don't do that. Okay, you don't do that. Patrick Boama, Sofo, why? Why? Are they? So now, like I asked, you want to be, because I'm not sure Baba will accept this. I'm sure the Baba I know would fight this because he's been declared the MP for the area, the MP elect for the area. So I am sure he would not accept this. And I have heard him. He says that 6th January, dawn, he will be in Parliament as the MP elect for Okaikwe Central. So the two of you will go there. Then go and settle it nicely in Parliament. So you are saying that you are MP for Ablikuma. What's the name? Okaikwe Central, except Fadama, where the most votes come from. Like you, I mean, it doesn't make sense.
In fact, when I saw the police on the motorbikes, the one thing the only impression I got was that this was someone who is insisting on being made MP, who is sending out a message that one of the key communities in my constituency have lost control of.
That is it. So I'm how do you intend being the representative of the area when you clearly do not agree with the people? Or the people do not agree with you? How do you intend to be their representative? Doesn't work like that.
Well, if you were in Nsawam Adwajiri on the day in question, and you contradict, in fact, somebody said he was sending me a video. I don't know whether he is in Nsawam Adwajiri. If you're listening to us,
because the video I saw is what Alaska is playing on.
Yes,
is it YouTube?
In fact, I saw the Facebook video subsequently, but then I saw the police statement too.
Okay. Yes. So this is the video, like I saw.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is supposed to be in Nsawam Adwajiri.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The police say this was on the 8th, not on Saturday, which was on the 21st. Okay, so.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's easy to verify. Radio gets results.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we'll come to that. We'll come back to that. But I think and that's where the matter is. See, the issues that were happening that led to these constituencies being disputed happened in many other constituencies. It was a subject of disagreement where the EC brought pink sheets. The NDC is supposed to have a duplicate of that pink sheet. The NDC picks out their duplicates. The EC brings theirs, and there's no correlation between what is on that pink sheet. Constituency polling, the polling station results collation form, results declaration form, and what is on the NDC's duplicate. So the NDC is looking at their duplicate like, where did we get this from? And they can see clear errors on the face of what the EC was holding. So that was one of the things that generate controversy in many. That's why there were 31 polling stations that were 31 that were under dispute in Okaikwe Central, because what the EC was holding and what they themselves had given the NDC was different. So that was the main issue, and that's why I thought nowadays courts don't resolve anything. So that's why courts don't resolve anything. Our courts are, I don't know whether. Anyway.
To protect installations of the Electoral Commission and the person of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission last night. Indeed, armored vehicles were moved to her house for her protection, and some soldiers from 5BN were moved to provide protection for the installation of the Electoral Commission. Then we came across also an order issued by a senior police officer, not the Inspector General of Police, and that is very significant, for the mobilization of 5,000 policemen, 5,000 policemen and women from all over the country into the capital today to protect installations of the Electoral Commission. 5,000 policemen and women. I mean, an incredible development. Now, for those who are busy mobilizing policemen and soldiers, to aid them in whatever enterprise they are taking upon themselves, I have news for you. It is the same soldiers and policemen you were mobilizing who were leaking the information. All the others are on social media as we speak. All the instructions which were issued are on social media as we speak. How can I get to the source? If the policemen and soldiers were happy with what we were putting them up to. Now, for the purpose of collating results of two constituencies, policemen from all over the country were being redeployed to Accra. The obvious implication is that we are leaving security gaps across the country. Somebody must begin to think. Somebody must begin to think. What happened last night was disgraceful. It did not take into account national security considerations and so on. It was just focused on achieving a narrow parochial objective of a defeated political party. And I feel sad that what happened last night did happen. You know, troop movements, and Dr. Toledo has been defense minister before, is something which should be done sparingly. You can't read the mind of the soldier. Can you? You can't. So if you give them the opportunity to move and so on, God knows where it's going to end. But our leaders sometimes are so stupid. Unfortunately, sometimes
Mwakwa bado badili update so na na hwe dwumade na no subscribe share dwumade ni fa comment share o ma ye beje brand a like ne yakenkan metifo ne ahwefo nyina ho agegere. God bless you. Stay tuned. Daily update another Dompreh so is regulated when but MPP say they will use NDC will use legal action to take those seats back because it was clear said NDC for winning seat nina omo winning ye Dompreh kwabenya Okakui Central, Tema Central, Setama West Susua. Offenso Tepa Ano Southwest or Southeast in NDC winning. But we all wait to see after 7 minutes. I wish you have a comment show you my dinners.